Today is September 16th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topics are cross-strait relations and the U.S. undersecretaries visiting to Taiwan, and 33 Vietnamese stowaways arrested in Candine. First, I want to talk about cross-strait relations and the U.S. undersecretaries visiting to Taiwan. U.S. Undersecretary Keith Krach is going to visit Taiwan tomorrow. Whether Taiwan and the United States can sign BTA has become a highlight. However, I'm quite curious about the saying that the U.S. Department of State will issue a statement for Keith Krach visiting to Taiwan. And what is the content of the statement? When will it be released? In addition, according to the the.view, a Chinese netizen media group, it said that China will conduct a military exercise in Fujian tomorrow, well, which is the same day that Keith Krach is going to visit Taiwan. Here are some points. AIT pointed out yesterday that the U.S. Department of State will issue a statement about Taiwan, but it was not released. Some people are kind of worried whether Keith Krach visiting Taiwan will change. However, a Taiwanese businessman, he said that Keith Krach will definitely visit Taiwan, and the schedule for him to meet with Taiwanese entrepreneurs have been arranged. Keith Krach's possible itinerary is also exposed. He will arrive in Taiwan on the 17th around 2 p.m. and meet with President Tsai on the 18th. In the afternoon on September 18th, Keith Krach will have economic and trade dialogue with Taiwan Vice Premier Shen Rongjing. It is said that Taiwan and the United States are very likely to reach a BTA. There are only less than 24 hours before Keith Krach visiting to Taiwan. However, the Taiwan government still maintains a low-profile attitude. People might speculate that whether the U.S. does not want to provoke the CCP. However, I don't think so, because I think once Keith Krach decided to visit Taiwan, he won't care about CCP's reaction. This is also a gesture for the United States to show China that Taiwan is not part of China. I think China's original script is former Legislative Speaker Wang Jinping would attend the forums and meet with chairman of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, 中共政协主席 Wang Yang, to counterback Keith Krach's meeting with President Tsai. However, because a host, Li Hong of CCTV, said begging for peace, the meeting collapsed. What will the CCP do next? What other tricks besides military exercise will they do? Or should I say, what the CCP has used all its tricks and it has no more cards to play. Second issue I want to talk about, 33 Vietnamese stowaways arrested in Candine. Candine is a well-known diving place in southern Taiwan, but to everyone's surprise, there were around 33 Vietnamese smuggling through China, Fujian to Candine. Here are some latest developments. This is the first time a large scale of stowaways have been caught in Candine, especially when they travel from Vietnam to Fujian, China, and to Taiwan. This makes the situation even worse because it is related to China. If they can smuggle people now, and means that they can also smuggle drugs and weapons to Taiwan. Pingtan of the Fujian province is one of the major bases for Chinese people to smuggle to Taiwan. The question is this the first time, or has it been a while? Interesting, the Xiamen Strait Forum will be held on September 19th in Fujian, China, which is 3 hours driving away from Pingtan. Here are the top stories. Today, we have one confirmed case. A Filipino female in her 50s came to Taiwan for work. As China keeps provoking Taiwan, President Tsai stresses Taiwan's democracy on the 199th anniversary of Central American independence meeting. And she said that we will not bow under external pressure. We will do our utmost to safeguard democracy and freedom. Taiwan will continue to share freedom with its diplomatic partners and the international community. Taiwan Foreign Minister Joseph Wu also denies China, and he gave a speech in the United States think tank Global Taiwan Institute meeting yesterday. And he said that Beijing wants to shake our people's confidence in democracy. Taiwanese are determined to preserve their democratic way of life. He also said that the Taiwan model has proven that, as opposed to authoritarian regimes where transparency is a luxury. When I say Taiwan is on the front lines of democracy, I really mean it. We know that the U.S. Undersecretary Keith Kress is going to visit Taiwan tomorrow, and we can see that the United States and Japan stress their support for Taiwan today. Japan's newly appointed Defense Minister Nobuo Kishi is a pro-Taiwanese. You know, he's also the younger brother of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. After President Tsai was re-elected, Nobuo Kishi congratulated President Tsai on her victory. He expressed support to strengthen Japan-Taiwan security cooperation. Well, it will be a highlight that whether Shinzo Abe will attend the commemoration of former President Lee Teng-hui on September 19th. On the other hand, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in the Atlantic Council that the tide has turned on global perception of Chinese threat. And he said that as China covered up the Chinese virus, I must say it's been rewarding over the last 6 or 8 months to watch the shift. The world has awakened. ASEAN countries coming to understand that Chinese Communist Party's attack on their economic activities are things that they have the capacity to stand up to, as the United States is prepared to support them. And also, U.S. Senator Tom Cotton said in a Fox News interview that China's most favored nation status should be reviewed. Why? He said that China is not upholding their trade obligation. They're shooting missiles and our ships in the South China Sea. And it will be a great point to make sure that the Chinese Communist Party is beginning to believe and to behave like a responsible actor. Additionally, U.S. and U.K. warn travelers of the risk of arbitrary arrest in China and Hong Kong. According to the U.S. travel state government, it said that the U.S. citizens traveling or residing in the PRC or Hong Kong may be detained and without access to U.S. consular services or information about their alleged crimes. However, China fell back about a U.S. travel advisory, and the spokesperson of China Foreign Ministry, Wang Wenbin, said that China is one of the safest countries in the world. The U.S. should fully support and also understand the facts and refrain from the political manipulations when issuing the travel advisories. Well, I think China just got face washed in less than 24 hours. You know, United Kingdom following up the U.S. to update travel advisories. UK government website said, if you are suspected of a crime, the Chinese authorities have the power to prevent you from leaving China. Well, another China scandal is that they exported unqualified masks to the United States. According to the U.S. media, CBS and Chicago, 500,000 counterfeit N95 masks being shipped from China to New Jersey seized at Ohio Airport. And you can say that these masks did not meet the safety standards outlined by the CDC, which puts the public at risk, jeopardizing the health and well-being of everyone. On the contrary, we know Taiwan donated exactly the same number of masks, and Taiwan donates 500,000 surgical masks to Australia. MOFA has emphasized Australia's importance as an Indo-Pacific country that shares democratic values. The two nations have supported each other and will continue to do so. That will be the view for today. I'm Catherine Chang. You know, I'm kind of wondering what will be the time for U.S. Undersecretary Keith Kress visiting Taiwan. Well, it is said that will be tomorrow around 2 p.m. So we'll be tuning in and we'll be watching for you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.